You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Saturday the 12th of July, 2025. It is 22 days after the summer solstice. It is 72 days before the fall equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 24th day of Messie d'Or, the day of the Orcanet, the dyer's alkanet, a flowering plant in the borage family. The sun rises today at 5:35 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1:01 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:27 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 9 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:41 p.m. The length of daytime today is 1 minute, 13 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 96% full at midday. The third quarter will arrive on Thursday, the 17th of July. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the morning, low tide, 6 a.m., 0 centimeters. Near midday, high tide, 12:19 p.m., 1 meter 43. In the evening, low tide, 6:10 p.m., 18 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the sunflowers have begun to bloom. These early bloomers are mostly of the type with thinner stalks and multiple flowers on each stem. Their larger cousins, with the giant heads, are still reaching for their full height and have yet to flower. Commemorations. A sobering anniversary. On this day in 1562, the acting bishop of Yucatan, Fray Diego de Landa, ordered the burning of some 5,000 Mayan religious statues and untold numbers of Mayan codices. He suspected that some of the Mayans in his charge had secretly been holding Mayan religious ceremonies despite their public embrace of Christianity. At the auto de fe he held that day in Mani, he tried to extirpate the last vestiges of native religion, in the process consigning vast amounts of knowledge, lore, mythology, and history to the flames. Ironically, he also spoke the Mayan language and was an important chronicler of their culture. But the loss was devastating. Another sobering anniversary. On this day in 1917, the Bisbee deportation took place in Bisbee, Arizona. Workers at the mines owned by the Phelps Dodge Company had gone on strike under the auspices of the Industrial Workers of the World, also known at the time as the Wobblies. The company provided names of the strikers to the Cochise County Sheriff, Harry C. Wheeler. His large deputized posse kidnapped 1,300 miners, supporters, and onlookers, and illegally transported them in cattle cars to Tres Hermanas, New Mexico. President Woodrow Wilson and the governor of New Mexico arranged for temporary housing. A presidential commission later released a report that described the removal of the miners as wholly illegal and without authority in law. A day to remember that everyone is entitled to due process and to appreciate the right of workers to demand fair working conditions. On this day in 1895, Buckminster Fuller was born. The visionary American architect and engineer is most famous for his work promoting domed structures. He also created models for prefabricated housing and an innovative world map using triangular sections to more accurately render the shapes of the continents in proper relative scale. Remember Buckminster Fuller today. He reflects the 20th century's confidence in designing a better, more livable future. And finally, we remember today Swamp Dogg, born this day in 1942. His given name was Jerry Williams, Jr. He was a country, soul, and R&B singer, musician, songwriter, and record producer. After 1970, he took up the name Swamp Dogg. He was one of the great cult figures of 20th century American music. And that is the Observatory, Saturday the 12th of July, 2025.